chilly in here. Dang.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hoodie. Lord have mercy.
I know. What's up?
The heck?
I know. Oh, the doors are closed, yeah.
The heck? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I know what this is about.
Yep.
It ain't gonna work. Venezuelans are not an immigration. Is that music or we on? Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. That's at David G. Evans, the #1. We're so glad you've taken the time to join us today. I want to begin with wishing all of you a blessed, powerful new year. Our theme this year is Now No Opportunities Wasted. The Bible tells us in the book of Psalms that the year will be crowned with favor, and God is going to load you with benefits in this year that He has proclaimed. We're looking forward to, if you have not had the opportunity to check out our New Year's Eve service when our worship ministries were operating at an incredible dimension of ministry, and the Word of God will certainly undergird the now theme and take you biblically through the year. through the period of preparation that our church has gone through the last few days, the last few months, but specifically the last few days of 2025. If you once you watch that and realize that you should have been involved, I want you to get on board, do the fasting, do the praying, do the first fruit, and watch God, watch yourself allow God to move in your life. Pastor Nick, I was amazed that the Bible says that you break the yoke, not him. So those controls that have been placed upon you, man or spiritual, that are not God, God's telling you, I'm going to give you the ability to break those yokes. Amazing revelation, but you want to see the rest of it. And join us as we have fasted, prayed, worshiped. And you might want to, I think, did we record our prayer service?
Everything's recorded.
Yeah, you might want to view the prayer service on YouTube and just get the feel of what God is doing with us. And you join in with us and watch the Lord move. I am extremely happy that you'll be able to call us this morning. And we want to have a conversation with you around a variety of subjects. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267, 866-766-74 Evans. Why don't you give us a call here on OnPointe today? We'd love to talk to you. Our world famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith, is here. Hey, man.
Good morning. Good morning.
Happy New Year to you once again.
To you. Yes, sir.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it was good, man.
It's really good.
It was good. I was proud of everything God did on Wednesday night. I thought the drama ministry did a tremendous job. I got a couple calls from people talking about they didn't want their dreams to die in the graveyard.
Yep.
And then the worship ministry was on. Pastor Tyrus, he must have been a little nostalgic. He took us back to the big choir and some of the older songs. And, you know, and it was. I thought it was great. And the dance ministry was on. And people were here.
Yeah, they were. Yep.
You know, I saw some people I hadn't seen in a long time. Was glad to see them.
Yeah.
Just amazing time.
It was. And there's a common prophetic theme this year amongst people is this is the year to do it.
Yep.
The now.
That now theme is resonating.
The urgency.
Yeah.
It's
resonating with people.
It's time to stop sitting on it and
get serious.
And get serious and do it.
Yeah. It's not that we have to wait for God. God is waiting for us to position ourselves, to make the first move of faith. Faith is not necessarily visible proof, but it is tangible belief. And that causes you to make the move in the direction of what God has commanded. But I'm hoping this year that people learn that opportunity, this is a season, it's opportunity, and that we have to access opportunity. God will promise it to you, put you in position to do it, but you got to do it.
Yeah, we got to. I think, how can I say this? The God's going to do it thought process was preached in balance for a long time.
Right.
Because it was just, you just sit back and lay back, and he going to do it.
It's not biblical.
Yeah. You got to do your part. He's already working already. You just got, as you say, get in the flow, get on the surfboard, learn to ride that wave.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, I'm waiting for God to do it. It's like,
the Red Sea doesn't open unless they approach the sea while it's closed. Unless Moses raises his hand. And then they have to stand there and see if the gesture is going to make a difference. And when it opened up, it's like, okay, but it was faith first.
Yeah, always.
And it has to be faith acted on while what you're believing God is going to do is not changing. Because they got there, and there had to be a moment, a second, when his hand was raised and the water hadn't moved yet. It has to be that moment when he says, rise up, take up your bed and walk. That for just a second, can I do it again? You know, so. 866-743-8267, 8267. If you see us looking cold today, and we understand a few of our Florida On Pointe people will call us today and have some comments about the fact that we're in corduroys and jackets and hats today. But it's cold outside, but it is chilly up in here today. You could keep your lunch here and wouldn't have to worry about it spoiling at all. But we'd love to hear from you. Scott from Runnymede is on already. Looking forward to talking to him. Why don't you give us a call, 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. So, I turn on the news, and we're obviously at war. Now, what I don't understand, I don't remember any congressional approval. I don't remember hearing anything about congressional involvement, because the last time I checked, Congress had to authorize war. So we are calling it war, but we actually invaded somebody else's country and stole their president and his wife. I don't see Venezuelans being an overwhelming immigration issue. The what's the name of that drug that's killing people?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl is not coming from Venezuela. So, historically speaking, when certain administrations have been in office and things are going horrible, the response is to start a war. Usually there's some kind of monetary, either somebody has a government contract for equipment, or there's some resources that we want, or in this case, was Venezuela asked for some money and they didn't pay? I mean, because we've been extorting universities and companies. Our president, this is what's happened. You do this, or we're going to withhold your money, or you do that, and I don't like it, and we're not going to send you any aid in a disaster. I mean, who does that?
I know. And from the claim, of course.
Yeah.
Well, he's just a dictatorship, which it was, Venezuela. You're not seeing a lot of, you're seeing some joy from the Venezuelan community. Okay. Not saying that it's right what he did.
Right.
I'm talking about, I was listening to this state lawyer, whatever, talking about it. She's like, I understand this guy was a bad guy. Okay. And I understand some Venezuelans were talking about things were going on in the country. She said the way it was done was just totally wrong. International laws broken, like you said, U.S. laws broken.
Everything.
All these things done.
Everything. Rather
than letting it play out with the people. But, of course, there's always some underlying, because this is not the only dictator in the world.
The problem with him is that this is a dictator we don't like.
Yes.
There are other dictators we do like. As a nation, it appears as though we support some and don't support others.
Yes.
So this guy evidently pissed somebody off. But I'm telling you, this is the diversion that is common when political parties are in office and things are not going well. This is the diversion. Start a war.
It is. Yeah. And we're going to capture them. We're going to take over. But there's always some underlying.
Well, first off, it's not going to take people off the Epstein focus. It's not. No. It's not going away, because more and more stuff is coming out every day. Yeah. So this is not going away. They can start a war in 5 places. Yeah. That's not going away.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that he's supposed to be the guy that doesn't start wars. So our president has done the exact opposite of what he said he's going to do. And one of the things that some of the people voted for was the fact that he wasn't going to start wars. He was going to solve some things.
Yeah.
Well, you can't, you're gonna upset every dictator regime. So we're going to behave like dictators to get rid of dictators. Is that what we're going to do?
But this is not the first time Americans have done this. Like you said,
of course not.
They've been doing this. A lot of what's going on in Iran now. The U.S. helped with that.
Absolutely.
The thing in the 70s.
Absolutely.
That allowed this new group to come in.
Absolutely.
So we complain about Sharia law, but we helped that government regime change.
We sure did.
Iraq, same thing. We end up creating the monster, and then get mad at the monster that we helped create.
When he acts like it.
for interest in oil, other stuff.
There's money involved.
Yeah.
I remember when Bush was in the office, the younger one, his Secretary of State owned the company that supplied the machines and blah, blah, blah for the Army overseas in Afghanistan, I believe, and made millions of dollars off the war. And it probably, they ended the war after he'd made enough to sail off into the sunset. So there's an apparent lack of concern for human beings if there's money at stake.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's as close as the gun lobby here in our country. But I'm just, we're looking like everything that we said we don't want to look like. We're discriminating against people. We've taken very small parts of the population and played on the fears of Americans as though these small parts of the population are taking over, and it's just not true. So there's an irrationality, I think, that has been produced by the repetition of those things that people are insecure about.
And you know, there's a portion of the American people that love this. We're in charge. We're the policemen of the world. We're going to. But it's easy for you to say that when these wars aren't happening on U.S. soil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's been very few wars ever happened on our soil. So it's easy to watch it on TV and watch what's going on with somebody else. But we got a problem if somebody come and did the same thing.
Well, here's the problem with us.
Just
nobody attacks us. We attack ourselves. We attack ourselves. We got the highest gun violence in the world. We probably have domestic terrorism, highest rate in the world. We storm our own capital, you know, and beat up police officers, which gives the impression that the nation, at least the government, is no longer concerned with preserving law enforcement. And then you pardon all the people. And then you play on people's fear, and politicians call that a tour. How do you call a riot a tour?
Yeah, a tour, yep. Now, I'm waiting for confirmation to come out about this, but there's some reports that they finagled some court documents to get some of these January 6 people off. So there's little seeds of it spreading. So we'll wait for confirmation to fully.
There's got to be some impropriety going on.
Yeah.
But this distraction is not going to take the place of what they're trying to deal with now. They can try a war or anything else, but it's not going to get a national agreement that we should have invaded a country, declared war without Congress having anything to say about it, kidnapped the president like we are allowed to do that. And I'm wondering now what the reaction from the other nations in NATO and all are going to be, because if I'm acting like Russia, how do I condemn Russia?
Yeah. Well, Britain already came out and said we had nothing to do with this. You know, they're usually one of the biggest allies. They said we're good. That was all them. They have to back up. That was all them, all us. Excuse me.
Yeah, they have to back up.
Yeah. So I mean, it's American ego. We're allowed to do it because we're the bastion of democracy and civilization.
And condemn it in everybody else.
There you go. And nobody else can do it but us.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. Why don't you give us a call? We're going to Scott in Runnymede. Good morning, Scott.
Bishop Evans, Pastor Nick, how you guys doing?
All right, how you, man?
I'm doing good. Good.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
You too. I appreciate you guys. Real quick, Bishop, I'm going to thank you for your series of mental health. You know, I definitely need that. And
I'm glad it's working for you.
I'm getting back into listening to you guys. Now I would want me to do that, and I have, and I'll looking forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. I
absolutely
spoke to Deacon Glow, and
okay,
it's long overdue.
Yeah, I told him to call you. We missed each other on Tuesday.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
I knew, and then we've been praying for him too. He just lost his wife.
Oh, wow.
But these guys are just strong and faithful, and we're so proud to have those kind of men being a part of our ministry. But we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, man. New year, new way, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, now.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Tom, Fort Lauderdale. How you doing, man? Hello, Tom.
Oh, good morning,
Tom.
Bishop. I couldn't hear you first. How are you? And I'm not going to talk about how cold it is because it's cold down here.
What do you call cold?
47 last night.
Oh, that's brutal.
I know. For y'all.
Oh, that's brutal. Did you break out the boots and the foot warmers and stuff? 47.
The iguanas falling out the trees and
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, man.
I had to break the covers out.
The chameleons falling out the trees and stuff? Oh, my goodness.
Yes, they are. How you doing, Pastor Nick?
How you doing, man?
Hey, Bishop, they're partying in the streets down here.
Are they?
All those Venezuelans, because, they're loving it.
Yeah, but they don't represent the whole nation.
Exactly. And, there's an underlying thing that people aren't thinking about. Marco Rubio.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't they deport some Venezuelans?
Yeah, but they're all, cream of the crop.
Yeah,
but Rubio, who has a lot of say in this, can't stand Venezuela because they support Cuba.
Okay.
And considering that he's got Trump's ear,
okay,
I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with taking us to other extremes. One of the things he always talked about, even before hanging out with Trump, was that Venezuela was a problem. So there was a guy in that cabinet that's loving this right now.
I don't think Venezuela is a national threat to us, are they?
No, they got clean oil. And people don't understand clean oil, dirty oil. They have some of the cleanest oil on the planet compared to Nigeria. There's dirty oil. So when it gets refined, it doesn't take the money to refine it. It's the good stuff, and they're loaded with it. And then the bottom line is that's what we want.
And there's the reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave away their hand when they started seizing their tankers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's not about drugs.
Yeah. You said something about Bush and his Secretary of State.
Mm-hmm.
His vice president was one time head of Halliburton.
That's the guy I'm talking about. Halliburton, yeah.
Yes. I mean, come on. So Cheney, that was Cheney's baby.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't Secretary of State. It was Vice President. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. He made tons of money on that war.
Yes, he did. So this is stuff we do. And when you said something about, I'm going to talk about this real quick, is that the other countries, they were interviewing Brazil. Brazil's kind of being neutral. Colombia's upset. Argentina's loving it. Pastor Nick said, not just England, but the European Union's kind of just fingers off right now. They're not agreeing with it, but they're not saying anything bad about it. Just kind of wait and see.
They've got to make a statement, though.
Yeah, and you said another thing. If we can do it, why can't Russia do it with Ukraine?
Well, that's the inequity of the assertions that they're making. It's no one is going to tolerate anymore that we can tell you not to do it and we do it anyway. That's not floating anymore. We don't have that kind of benefit of the doubt anymore.
Yep.
And history is so consistent, Tom, that this is usually a diversion, a purpose diversion. Some kind of resource is involved, and still it will not change what the American people are having to navigate right now as far as cost of living. You can't talk about affordability. My president was talking about affordability, and then he backs up and says affordability is a hoax. Now, wait a minute now. Gotta, come on. Prices are too high, and then prices being too high is a false premise. That doesn't work.
Yep.
Doesn't work. And I call him my president because he's president at the time.
United States.
Not because I voted for him, but he's
just out of respect.
Yeah, just out of respect. But come on now.
Yeah.
You can't campaign on affordability and then say it's a hoax created by the Democrats. Well, that wasn't the Democrats talking now. No, that wasn't Democrats talking.
And he's been in office for a year now.
Yeah,
he's going to fix this.
Time to leave Biden alone. Time to leave Biden alone.
When I get in office, within a week, I'll stop the war. I'll have prices down. Well, it doesn't appear to have happened.
And it's not Biden's watch anymore. So, it's like blaming your brother for a window you broke.
Bishop, I know you guys got to get on here, but I saw the other day where our president said he never went to the island. That they now have documents.
Come on.
That he's been to that island 7 times.
Come on, he's been there more than 7 times, man.
I agree with you. I'm just saying.
Come on.
What they can prove.
I mean, they got pictures of him with the guy all over the place. It would have been better off saying, yes, we were friends.
Yeah.
That would have killed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never,
Yeah.
I knew the guy.
But now they got, and then he just does dumb stuff. I don't want my friends to get hurt. So you're telling us that he's throwing his boys under the bus. I know guys that are on there.
Yeah, basically.
Come on, man.
And they're trying to focus it on Clinton. And you saw Clinton's response.
Yes, sir.
He was like,
bring it
all out. Show it.
Yep.
Bring
it all.
Anytime you say show it all, that means
Look, come on. You want to show
some? He said, don't redact anything. Just let it all out.
That's right. They're
Bishop,
not going to do it.
You guys killed it New Year's.
Did you like it, man?
You know what? I'm not going to say what church I go to down here. They're nice, but I kind of stayed home and watched Bethany.
I'm interested to see what our streaming numbers were, but there were a lot of people from other churches here Wednesday night, and we were glad they were here. The crowd was great. I thought the ministry did an incredible job, and it's good to hear that it was effective on the screen, Tom.
Oh yeah, it was good.
I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you were blessed by it, man. Yeah. Talk to you soon here.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, too.
Happy New Year.
Danny.
Bishop, good morning
man.
to you, Pastor Nick, staff. How's everyone?
We're good, man. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. I want to, first of all, compliment you all on the great job that y'all did on Wednesday, going through and bring us in and what have you. And I want to go ahead and thank God for being a Floridian. We made it through, without, any storms and what have you. So we got to be thankful of those things. And I was going to go ahead and bother you about your attire for the day.
we depend upon your consistency.
but my lovely wife warns me that what happens every time you bother Bishop. You know what happens down here. It gets cold. So I'll go ahead. I'll take the 47 degrees. So.
Well, Tom already told us you guys are wearing boots and mittens right now.
Yeah. My wife has these warm-ups that she wears around the house now. She slipped those on, and she said, well, you have some. I bought some for you. I said, no, I can't wear them because I'll be admitting.
That's cool.
Are the chameleons falling out the trees yet?
Oh, yes, sir.
They dying?
They did that last month. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it dropped a few degrees, man. They're falling everywhere. In fact, I don't see them around. So I guess they've either stuck up in the trees or either they fell in the pond and drowned or something.
At what degree? What degree do they die?
Well, they what they go into like a
kind of like a hibernation
type state.
So it's not necessarily dead. They just go under.
Yeah, and if they're near any water or anything like that, they that's it.
That's it.
So, yeah, so they try to. You see them on land, and you approach them, and what have you, and they won't even move.
They don't run.
No, they don't. They're like
poor guys.
Frozen state, So.
Poor guys.
But I have to take some pictures and let you see the size of them. See how, we're not talking about some little lizards now, so it's for you to actually, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay.
So, but I just want to go ahead and thank you all for the program. And then, Bishop, I'm always amazed that when you, first of all, you open the door at the beginning of your sermon, you were singing. Your singing ability, you keep that hidden from us, but every now and then, and every time you sing that song, I love you, Jesus, it did a wonderful thing. You did
I appreciate that, man.
Everybody, the entire staff, everyone.
Voice is getting so old, it's unreliable now. I have to wait till it tells me okay.
but the group went back, brought some things back to our remembrance, what was going on, and brought it on up. So excellent. Thank you.
God bless you, man.
I just want to say something that you said about us doing what we can do. And we think that it's so hard and difficult, but it's easy. We just got to, like you said at the beginning of the program today, use what you got. Moses used what he had. God asked him, what do you have in your hand?
Yeah.
Use what I gave you. So we get, it says it in the owner's manual. I call the owner's manual the Bible.
Yeah.
If my people, we God's people, humble ourselves and pray.
Yep.
Turn from our wicked ways. Let's turn around from our wicked ways and go back to what we were doing. Okay? What we know to do is humble ourselves and pray. He's going to heal the land.
Yeah.
And then I look around and all the things that need to be done. There's so much sickness and disease, and people don't have insurance to even go to the hospital to get well.
It's back to
That's
basics.
wicked ways. Yeah. That's wicked.
That scripture is about getting back to basic spiritual things. But while you're on the phone, Dan, I am a little shocked that the Republicans let the subsidies for the health care expire.
Yes.
And I don't think it's coincidence that they invaded Venezuela right after the expiration.
But they can't get around people's health insurance premiums. Some people going from $400 a month to almost $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
they're not going to.
They're not going to distract people from that reality. It's too real. They think it's not just about eggs going up 3 cents. Healthcare is,
But this was all Project 2025. There's something more sinister going on. Maybe we can talk about it later.
Absolutely.
To my wife about what the insurance companies are doing and how corporate America's taking over some of the insurance stuff. And they're forcing prices up on purpose.
Absolutely.
In so many ways, and it's sinister.
And then I saw something the other day make perfect sense to me. If prices at groceries has increased, and we are still buying groceries, why would a supermarket lower the prices?
Exactly.
They're going to keep
wicked ways.
Yeah.
They buying it, loaf of bread's $8 or whatever it is. Why would I bring it back down if you're still buying it?
You're still buying it, yep.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. But there are certain store that hasn't raised their prices I still go to.
Okay.
And also I have to say this too. Pastor Nick, you were like a 3-stage rocket. You have to have something to get you off the launching pad. And that you did. I mean, you were fired up when you started, and the service the other night, and it was great. It was everyone contributed in a great job.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was telling him yesterday. We were out for a few minutes, and I said, without each other, I don't know what we would have done. To start the resurgence of our ministry. And I've been saying it for a long time. The rumors of our demise were greatly exaggerated by those that desired it to be demised, but not greatly exaggerated.
They don't understand the kick that comes with fresh starts.
That's right.
You may not want to do it.
That's right.
But there's something in you like, this ain't going, I don't give up, ain't in the nature.
No.
It's not.
I told him the other night, failure is not an option.
It's not an option. Learned a lot during that season, too.
Yeah.
Didn't have to build a church from the ground up.
Right.
Like y'all did. I was thinking about it last night after you talked about it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, those are the components that you got to do. That's what you, it all made sense.
Absolutely.
When we were talking. I was like, okay.
Absolutely. It locks together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Give my sister a hug for me.
Will do.
Yeah.
All right.
866-743.
826-743-8267-826-7866-74 Evans. Give us a call. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on any smart device. We need you to give us at least 1,000 likes today. Subscribe to us. Won't cost you a thing. Hit the notification bell so you will not miss any of these dynamic conversations, always based upon biblical kingdom principles, solutions, suggestions, remedies, all from a biblical point of view. If that's the kind of conversation you like, and you know some people that would like the same type of conversation, we want you to invite them to be a part of the On Point family. We're headed into a new year. Great things are ahead. We got some innovations coming up for our broadcast for you, and we're looking forward to On Point merchandise this year. We're looking forward to some online events this year, and we want you to be a part of all of that. This is our Transforming Lives Month. January is always our Transforming Lives Month. We do that one more time during the year. That's August. So what is Transforming Lives Month? Transforming Lives Month is when, believe it or not, we go evangelism. We do evangelism on steroids. We actually hyper-evangelize, hyper-discipling. So if you know anyone that needs to come to the Lord for the very first time, come back to the Lord, doesn't matter how many times. Anyone looking for a church home that we believe that will be a safe place and a safe space, we invite you to come. We've inspired our members. We ask each of them to bring several people with them every week during this month, and we're looking forward to seeing people saved in remarkable numbers, and you want to be a part of that process. I believe it's the Bible that says a wise person wins souls. So you want to register as wise with God, position some people that you love. Just bring them to church. All we ask you to do is just bring them to church. Let the ministry and God do the work. 866-743-8267. Give us a call, and welcome to On Point, but also welcome to our Transforming Lives Month. We're looking for a great time in the Lord. Whole month, moving towards souls in everything that we do. You can give us a call now. We love to talk to you. So we've started a war. Might as well say they can call it whatever they want to do. We started a war. We have captured or kidnapped, because I'm not sure when you invade a country without congressional approval that you're capturing somebody. I think you're kidnapping them. We were taking tankers, which to me was an act of war anyway.
They ain't started.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to this press conference because it's just not going to be. I'm not going to listen to it. It's going to be propaganda. It's not. There's no valid reason for us to invade another country. Yeah. And why we picked this guy? Because they were the easiest to do.
Probably. Yeah, Venezuela can't. They don't have the. They don't have the manpower to fight back. Yeah. Anytime we start sending our tankers in the Caribbean for the past couple months, they were preparing for this.
Absolutely.
For a while now.
But we weren't supposed to notice that.
No.
But when I saw the first tanker get taken, when they blew the first little boat out of the water, I'm like, okay, they're looking for an excuse. Can't pick the place the fentanyl comes from. So they'll smack us back. So I go to a place where we can just invade. And the way it looked, like there was very little resistance.
Yep.
So why did they blow up everything? Why is bombs going off all over the place?
To send a message. But like I said, the Venezuelans wanted this guy out.
Of course.
But again,
there's a lot of dictators around the world.
Thank you. That's what I said. There's a lot of dictators. You can't use that as an excuse.
They just don't like this one.
Yeah, that's right.
We like the guy from Korea.
Yeah.
We like the guy from Russia.
Yep.
We don't like the guy from where's that little country that Russia's beating up right now?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like them because the guy didn't wear a suit to the meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
I just it's not a good look.
No, not going to war with Mexico because some of our drugs come from Mexico too. It goes back to you can't use that as an excuse.
No, it's no. So we're sending Army, or we did send the Army, into various cities because we didn't like the way people were behaving.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching ICE brutalize people, putting zip ties around 2-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to threaten Iran if they harm protesters?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
I know. And when we going to learn? We really can't win a war in the Middle East like that. Iraq, Iran. First off, it's hard. You can't defeat an ideology. This is not like...
It's impossible.
And as they know, all the caves they got...
Same thing in Afghanistan. The model was Vietnam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't come into your place that I know like the back of my hand and expect to defeat you on your home.
Yes.
And Vietnam was a hard war, man. And those folk fought back.
Yeah. And
we lost a lot of people.
Yes, we did. Yep.
What bothers me is the lack of value that we place on our own soldiers' lives.
Yes.
This thing is unnecessary. There weren't diplomatic things we could do to get the same result.
I'm sure there could have been, or just leave people alone.
It's distraction. That's
right.
all it is. That's all it is.
Mind our business and just
a distraction.
Yeah.
This is not going to take people's minds off the fact that their healthcare costs, that a couple million people's healthcare costs, are going to go up like 130%. That's just, if that's possible, going to go up 4 times. It's crazy.
Yep.
And you don't care enough, so let's start a war.
Yeah.
This will compensate. Somebody's making money on this stuff.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
Okay.
This is all on Project 2025 though.
Okay. So now tell me what's going on in Minnesota. There's some daycares that were not legal.
So some 23-year-old YouTuber.
Okay.
That's MAGA oriented.
Okay.
Went up there during the Christmas break, did these videos saying that there's all this fraud in whatever. So J.D. Vance, Kash Patel, that's how hard to say his name, and some other people started shooting this video out.
Okay.
You know, because they want to hit that Somalian culture in Minnesota, claiming that there's all this fraud going on. Okay. Trump picks up on it and starts talking about.
So we're back to dogs and cats again.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, so they go in to check these daycares out. They're like, everything's running like normal. So now Trump and them are saying we're going to freeze federal funds on these daycare centers until they prove that they're not wasting, they're not stealing. But again, it will go back to 1 or 2 may be doing the wrong thing, but everybody else has to. But it all came from this YouTuber this guy paid Hispanics to go to the White House when Biden was in office to protest, paid them to protest in front of the White House. So he's known for these little shenanigans to go viral.
But this they think, I think our administration thinks that this action will prove something once again, if it is true. How many people live in the United States?
Let me see. I know it was last time it was over
392 million folk.
Mm-hmm.
How many Somalians?
340 million, yeah.
340 million?
Mm-hmm.
How many Somalians are there in the country?
Almost 80,000 to 100,000.
80,000 people out of 340 million, and you're going to make you're going to make a national crisis out of this? how are we going to have a problem? And stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they stole $8 million.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they stole $80 million. How much money have we made in this administration?
Yep. Mm-hmm. But they have a vendetta against Minnesota. Didn't vote. Was more highly Democratic.
Yeah.
Of course, that Somalian population, a portion of them supported Trump.
Did anybody say anything about Jared getting $1 billion from the Saudis?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
No?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But it all goes back to that.
Okay.
Brown face, ICE.
Okay.
Get them out of here.
Okay. All right.
You know.
So we brutalizing folk with ICE and, just. So they're going to knee-jerk, withdraw the funds from the daycares because they think only Somalians go to the daycares?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you got American children that go to the daycares.
Mm-hmm.
So just to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not considering the parents that have to work, drop the kids off.
Don't worry about that. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
We're going to make you think this is a national fraud. It's like everybody with any sense understands that in every voting process, there's fraud.
Yes.
Some people cheat,
Mm-hmm.
but if 100,000 people vote illegally out of 150 million votes, that is not a fraudulent election.
Right. Yes.
Okay. I'm just
It's
saying.
not. It's not.
Okay, I'm just saying.
And most of them are usually on
Republican
their
side.
side.
Yes.
I'll just,
But the whole election is a fraud because out of 300 million people, 50,000 did something illegal.
Yeah.
We suspect.
We suspect, yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't a Democratic person running for office calling states saying, hey, I need you to get me 11,000 votes here, 12,000 votes here. On tape.
Can somebody explain to me how they ignore that?
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the tape looking for something to defend because my habit is to not jump to conclusions.
Yep.
There's no way you can get around. My president asked the guy in Georgia to find a way to give him some more votes so he can stay in office.
Yes.
I mean, it's plain.
Plain as day.
So, is that what presidents are supposed to do?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I'm just saying.
No.
Okay, so we're getting ready to start garnishing wages for defaulted student loan borrowers. Is that like all present stuff, or is that going back?
That's if they were in default past, now all the payments that were paused when they were trying to do the loan forgiveness piece.
For in the Biden administration.
Yeah, since now they cut all that stuff off, now all those people who weren't paying for years have to start paying now. They're going to start garnishing your wages if you can't pay it out.
Now that's not the stuff that was forgiven.
No, not the forgiven stuff. No. Okay. And but again, Project 2025.
Okay.
States all this stuff.
Okay.
But here's my biggest problem with all this.
Okay.
It's my biggest issue.
Okay.
If you take a loan out, you should pay for it.
Right.
That's the word, right?
Absolutely.
Which I totally agree with to a certain degree. Why are you complaining about student loan forgiveness, but y'all ain't saying nothing about all these rich corporations and all these billionaires, the PPP loans? They were getting millions of dollars.
For what reason?
And got them all forgiven. I'm looking for consistency.
Wiped it clean.
Yeah. You going to be mad about this?
Wiped it clean.
Mad about that. There isn't they took out the loan, they should pay it back. But here's my problem. Working class people are the ones making the most noise about this, but you're letting these billionaires get away scot-free.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, what? Come on, y'all.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Because how do you penalize folk that were simply trying to get an education?
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought that perhaps this administration had a problem with formal education because his educational institution was found to be behaving inappropriately and ripping folk off.
Mm-hmm.
So now no one's school is good.
Yep.
Or I'm going to get my revenge.
Yes.
On school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know we had done some airstrikes in Nigeria.
Yeah. The claim. You heard.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Claim what?
To protect the Christians in Nigeria against the Islamic. You know, there's some Christian persecution that's going on there. Persecution going on from Islamic states. That is totally true.
Yes.
But again, why do y'all all of a sudden care about Christian persecution in Nigeria when it's going on in India, it's going on in other places? There's obviously something
in the neighboring countries of Nigeria is in the ground that we want.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know.
Something's in the ground. Not necessarily in Nigeria, but around there that we want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Islamic airstrikes in this. Come on. So we're invading it there too?
Mm-hmm.
So we're dropping, but I thought we was.
And he wanted the Nobel Peace Prize too.
For what?
Remember he wanted his I should get the Nobel Peace Prize because I brought peace. I ended he said 5 or 6 wars or something like that. And
he wanted it or he got it?
No, he wanted it. I'm saying he wanted. Remember?
Okay, I thought you said he wanted it. I was like,
he wanted it.
I must have slept through that one.
He wanted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Somalians are being targeted. Mm-hmm. They're being deported. Isn't this enough?
I think it's been enough for me.
Okay, all right.
But you know what? Something you said when he won. A lot of people going to understand what it's going to be like to be black in this country.
Right.
And some of those foreigners came over here.
Oh yeah.
And did not want to associate with us
at all.
Y'all victims. I made it. You shouldn't have made it. And now all of a sudden
they singing a different tune now.
They're like, what happened? We supported you. And they don't care.
They're fiddling around and finding out.
Yep.
I had to change it.
I know. I was about to say that was the other word.
They're fiddling around and finding out, bro.
Yeah. You just like us. You wanted to assimilate and act like you weren't where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
And now you starting to see.
People will have to remember, and it's just a reality. This complexion is probably one of the most polarizing complexions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to look down at your hands and decide, I know what I'm looking at, but I'm not going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, that has to get you in trouble.
Yep.
Because you find out something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I've talked to a few Africans too, because it was like, well, y'all, it's not as bad, and and then they start getting some experiences. I'm like, oh, so now you're starting to see that there's a portion of African Americans who will perpetually play the victim and won't overcome. I got that.
Right.
But the majority of people, of us, are just tired of dealing with, because like you said, we thought things got better. And they have gotten better to a certain degree. We're not in Jim Crow. I'll acknowledge that.
We've been on a journey.
But there's still some.
We've been on a journey, but we haven't traveled nearly as far as we thought.
And I know some senior citizens, and I understand where they're coming from. They went through the civil rights era, and they're nervous that they got to go through another one. It's not that they can't fight.
I've got the same feeling.
Yeah, but 70s, 80s, the question is, I can do it again, but do I have the same energy like when I was 20, 30?
No, looking for the young folk. But we got a group of young folk now who only consider what they look like as a 10th option.
Yep.
My children correct me all the time. If I'm trying to make them understand somebody I'm talking about, and I say, the Caucasian, the white person, or the Hispanic person, what?
That's who they are.
I'm not being racist. I'm trying to help you identify who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know.
We are coming up on the end of another program. And there were so many wonderful things. Thank you for our callers today. We want to say Happy New Year to all of our On Pointe family. Once again, this is our Transforming Lives Month, all month long. We're inviting you to join us live in our sanctuary every Sunday morning at 11. Today we have 3 services and virtual service at 8 a.m. Tomorrow we have a virtual service at 8 a.m. We have our live service at 11 and our first of the year communion celebration at 6. We'll baptize people, worship the Lord, take communion together. God has given me a word for the church and inspire you that things you do in the Spirit in the first month of the year is God hoping you'll set a foundation for that behavior throughout the year so that you will not abandon mercy, peace, and favor. It's going to be a great time tomorrow. So this is Transforming Lives Month. All of our members, we want you to invite people to church every week. 4, 5, 6, 10 families, doesn't matter. Get them in the building. Our first fruit is something you want to participate in. It's an additional tithe that God asks for in His Word. Asks for that 3 times a year. If you have not been taught that, you're not a part of our church, you haven't been taught this, go to some of the messages over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Be real plain to you why you need to fast, why you need to pray, why you need to establish a new beginning with the first fruit. See what God says about it and position yourself to allow God to move. We want you to get on board and get our new book, Elevate. It is a contemporary look at the life of David from the time he is in prison back to an earlier time in life. You don't want to miss this. Elevate. You can get that in our bookstore. You can order it online. Of course, our bookstore is open today. Now, say during the week you find yourself thinking about, I wonder what's going on at the church, and you want to know. All you have to do is text BBC News to 28950. So you're just kind of wondering, is there Bible study this week? Do we have any special services going on? Any lifestyle ministries happening? BBC News to 28950. Now, everybody gets down every now and then. Need a little uplift. So if you need a little charge, a little jolt, get you restarted during the week, you want to text BBC Elevate to 28950. That's BBC Elevate to 28950 for spiritual information and inspiration throughout the week. You'll really love it. Now, you need to subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ. David G. Evans, the number 1, and BBC of NJ. That's on YouTube. That's David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ. That'll get you to YouTube. But also, we have some podcast platforms. DGEMS, David G. Evans Ministries, and OnPointe, our podcast platforms. I am praying that you will give yourself time to watch our New Year's Eve service if you have not seen it. And also the services that prepared our church for the New Year's Eve, which I believe is part of the really amazing turnout on Wednesday evening. But I need you to get ready for a year. Our theme this year is now. No opportunities wasted. The year crowned with favor, dripping with benefits. Relating, receiving, and rewarding. I need you to stay strong, stay with us every time you know we're on. Come to church every time we invite you. And watch God do something incredible in your life. Now, for all of our staff who's worked all year long to make your On Pointe experience excellent, we say Happy New Year to you, and thank you to them. Pastor Nicholas Smith, to our security, everyone that's responsible for making this program a success, Happy New Year. I'm Bishop Dave G. Evans. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, stay strong. Faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. See you next time.